got a lot to talk about in this Line Vision update presented by CBNS Bank with UNA head football coach Chris Willis. A big 45-22 win over Charleston Southern this past Saturday inside of Brawley Stadium. And Coach, let's talk about all three facets of the ball game. First of all, though, is that maybe one of the most complete games this team has played?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it was good offensively not to turn the ball over. I think it might have been the first game we didn't have a turnover. We broke the streak of giving up scores off the turnover, and this week we didn't give up a turnover, so that was huge. And then, defensively we set up some scores, scored, and did some things on that side of the ball, created a bunch of turnovers. And then, special teams, you block a punt, we block a field goal, we made some field goal. So, I mean, just all around, it just a really good, complete football game. Was glad to get the W.
Let's talk about the offense, Coach. And Rhett Files and Takari Kennebrew picked up a lot of national attention. Takari Kennebrew, first of all, finished 4 receptions, 141 yards, 3 scores in the game. He was named Big South Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Rhett Files picked up some national awards, and both of them were on SportsCenter's #1 play, SportsCenter's top plays of the day on Saturday, Coach. How proud are you of those two and all the things they accomplished?
Yeah, I mean, they both have gone through a lot personally and off the field. And a lot of it I won't share on air, but it's good to see TK battle back. A lot of injuries in his career since he's been here. So be able to go out there when he's healthy, that's what you can get from him. He's got another gear. He can get in behind people. So it was good to see that. We kind of teased him. He had 3. He could have had a 4th touchdown. And then you got Rhett, who is in a room that's pretty deep, if you ask me, between all the quarterbacks. Now we've got 2 that's been out due to injury, but and really you could probably say 3. And so for him to wait his turn to get his opportunity, and he's won his last 2 starts, so I'm proud of both of those guys.
Defensively, 3 interceptions against a quarterback from Charleston Southern who had thrown just 3 interceptions all season. You guys forced 2 fumbles, recovered those as well, and also a scoop and score by Will Evans. I mean, defensively, Coach, that was one of the top offenses in the Big South Conference, and it looked like they did a great job as well.
Yeah, it just seemed like we got them out of sync early. They were struggling to throw the ball. They didn't want to commit to the run at times, and we're able to get a lead, and they had to kind of change their game plan. But yeah, I thought we pushed the pocket. We forced him to step up. Now he did get us on some runs. We knew that going in that would be tough, and so he did get us there a couple times. But he took some shots too. I thought we were physical with them on the point of contact, and it kind of shied him away sometimes from taking off, and he tried to force the ball in there. We had some guys step up, such as Chase Brown, who had a good game. Wallace up front, Michael Bland up front. Will Evans had a good football game. DeLawrence Butler, a lot of names you can name. KJ Smith, a lot of guys. Jonathan Johnson got in, had a couple of plays as well. So just all around good performance by those guys.
Let's finish this up by talking about special teams. Blocked a punt, Chase Brown. Blocked a field goal, Micah Bland. Grayson Easterling kicked a field goal. We saw Sam Contorno on kickoffs, his return. And then you had Shunderick Powell that had some great returns as well. How strong was special teams on Saturday?
We put a lot on that. I mean, when you're struggling to win ball games, everybody's going to say, well, you do it, win or lose. But you make sure that's one phase that you don't add into it. If offensively you may be struggling to score, maybe you've turned the ball over. Defensively, maybe you're struggling to stop the run. There's a combination of things on that side of the ball. You just keep working to try to get fixed. But special teams, because you don't work it as much as you do offensively, defensively, you try to do the best you can with your meeting time and when you do work it out on the field. And we make it a point of emphasis, and we put really good players on those units, and it's paid off. We've been pretty solid all year in that department. We did give up a good return to them, but they turn right around through the interception on the next play. And so it's almost like you forget about that. But yes, Derek Powell, you mentioned him. I think we're going to see a lot more out of him as we go in this future of this program. I mean, here's a young man that's got another gear. And then you mentioned Chase Brown with the block, Micah Bland, Grayson Eastland, and then Sam, first game to play this year. And you could tell he was well rested. He put a lot of kickoffs in the end zone.
Coach, so much happened in that game. We left out Joe Gurley's 61-yard punt as well. He had a big day. All right, Coach, bye week this week. Then you guys come back, a very tough stretch. Monmouth on the road, Kennesaw State at home, wrap up at Hampton. How big is this bye week coming at this point?
Well, we really need it. It don't even matter who the next opponent is. We could be playing, a down-the-line Division II school. I mean, we right now we need a break. It's been a grind. We're beat up and we're sore, and I saw a little bit of that Saturday, to be honest with you. I mean, I thought we competed and we played hard. I thought sometimes our energy level was up and down throughout the course of the game. But to be honest with you, I thought that was across the board. I don't know if it was coming out of homecoming. Maybe it wasn't. The crowd wasn't as big as it was the week before. I mean, you could hear every conversation between every player and every coach from their team and our team. The hits really were magnified. It was just quiet at times, and I don't know if that had something to do with it. But one thing our guys didn't do is they didn't stop playing. They did compete. But we need this break. Everybody is just exhausted. You think about it, you go back to fall camp, and you go fall camp those weeks into the game weeks, and it's 8 straight weeks of football. So this is coming at a good time. I would have liked it earlier, but we need this break, and we're going to give these guys as much needed rest as we can, and try to gear up for 2 really good opponents, 2 teams that are picked to first and second in the conference, and one of them's ranked 10th in the country. So we'd like to get both these games, and especially if you can beat a team of this magnitude, I think it can elevate you even more.
Bye week for North Alabama, Coach. Enjoy this week.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it.